Welcome to the Movie Goers Podcast. My name is Jordan,
And I'm Darius.
and we'll be reviewing Enemy of the State today. This movie was released in 1998. The cast involves Will Smith, Gene Hackman, Jon Voight, Regina King, Lisa Bonet, Jack Black, Seth Green, Scott Conn, and Gabriel Byrne. The plot synopsis: corrupt National Security Agency official Thomas Reynolds (parentheses Jon Voight) has a congressman assassinated to assure the passage of an expansive new surveillance legislation. When the videotape of the murder ends up in the hands of Robert Clayton Dean, played by Will Smith, a labor lawyer and dedicated family man, he is framed for murder. With the help of ex-intelligence agent Edward Brill Lyle, played by Gene Hackman, Dean attempts to throw Reynolds off his trail and prove his innocence.
Fair enough. Movie we're gonna call Act One the introduction and the escalation. Dean, who's played by Will Smith, unknowingly receives a videotape containing evidence of a murder. This tape makes him a target of the NSA. NSA is an acronym for National Security Agency. Um, so I'm gonna throw it to you. I don't actually remember the dude in the red coat's name, his friend from law school, but
Yeah.
so he's running through the area with the tape. So he
Hmm.
has a tape, and the tape is from he oversees a murder, right? So he
Right.
he accidentally sees a murder. He's a nature watcher, and the murder happens on the camera that he just happened to set up to watch some birds. So he gets a
Correct.
tape, and he's a conspiracy theory guy, and he's running through the area, and he hands a tape to someone he hasn't seen in 20 years in a lingerie
Yeah.
store. My question to you is, what was his plan there? Where was he going with that? I don't.
It was
What was like? I don't understand what was he doing? Because at that time he didn't know that.
he
I
was a
mean, he
lawyer or
eventually
anything.
died. I mean, the movie's 20 years
Right.
old. We can 30 years old. We can spoil it. He dies. He didn't
Yeah.
know that was going to happen. He had planned to get away and give it to his other conspiracy friend. So what was he doing with that?
No,
I'm
it, it
asking you
it
to think
felt
for him,
I
but
think it
you
was just
know,
like a yeah, it feels like a just a Hail Mary, like I'm desperate, I'm being chased by uh high level as far as he knows, spies or espionage, whatever the
yeah,
fuck. So he's just like, I just need to not be caught with this evidence because that will keep me alive. Because if I have it,
okay,
they'll kill me and that's it.
okay.
I think also it was insurance because remember he couldn't make the copy because he had to leave his apartment because it was about to get raided.
Oh, I
Um,
thought. Okay, so keep in mind this. Okay, I'm thinking 2024 technology that he had the file on his computer and he was downloading it to the disk, but the disk was the only copy that was from the camera.
correct. Yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. And I thought he made it the copy in time to get out. But
Got you. Okay, yeah, yeah. No,
yeah,
like he didn't get to finish it, and he's
okay.
just like, okay, they're gonna kill me. I gotta go.
What was he doing with the bike? What was his what was his plan with the bike? This is, and he's like running with the bike by his side, and
Right.
it's just I don't think he didn't have time to think it through.
He did not
First
have
of
time to think it
all,
through, and he was not prepared for that situation.
well, I mean, okay, so you pull up to a crime scene. He knows it's a crime scene.
Right.
When he gets there, there's a car being pulled out of the water. You
Correct.
know your camera's pointed where this car is being pulled out of the water.
Yeah.
You, I don't know. I would feel like I have some evidence here, so let me go home and take. I don't understand why he wasn't already on high alert. Um,
Well, remember, he didn't. He just knows that a congressman died. As far as the
right.
news reports goes, he had a heart attack, or
Right,
he
but
or
your
he
camera was
killed
pointed
himself.
toward his car. Two plus two is four. Like the camera has been recording for
Yeah.
hours. And if he died that day,
Yeah.
where I don't know, I would be like, I probably have evidence here.
Yeah.
So like honestly, what I would have done with the tape, it would have been a really short movie because I would have just handed it to the cops, like, hey, I've been recording this area this whole time. You want to just look at this? Because my name Bennett and I ain't
And
in
I
it.
ain't
So
in
I'm not
it.
trying to have tape of whatever happened to a congressperson.
Right.
So that would have been a short movie fucking with me because I would have just handed it to the cops right there.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
don't know why he didn't. I mean, he did a couple of things. Well, yeah, he could have given it away or whatever. Um, Also, you could have went back at any point in time when no one was around to go get that tape, and you would have been safe. Also, I think it was stupid of him not to make a copy before he made the call to his friend. Like that was just dumb.
that well,
I
so
mean, granted, it's 1998, so
that's what I was saying. Like this is
information
pre
we had
nine
about
11, pre
intelligence was
Patriot
right,
Act. So
was not, yeah,
you
was
have to
not as
understand it's a very
prevalent.
analog world.
Correct. Yeah.
And
So it's hard to say what we would do because we know what we would do now, and retroactively thinking back then is a little challenging. But I think in general, I think I just would have been like, let me just make copies of this and get
yeah.
this to as many people as possible so I can have some insurance and so I can stay alive.
I don't have one copy of any like our podcast recordings. I have doubles, and like I
Yeah,
there's a
I
Zoom copy
literally
that saves, and then I copy that to another folder, and the original stays in the Zoom copy. Like let
same.
alone evidence of a murder. Like
Like I have it's in my Google Drive.
yeah,
I have it on my old laptop. I have it on my new laptop. I have whenever I make clips, I send them to the Google Drive and I have them downloaded on my phone. I have them everywhere. You have photographic evidence of a congressman being killed and you didn't make any copies. That's crazy.
I guess that would be a question for the audience then. Like what is your backup system? Like when you when you
Yeah,
have
like what's
a
your
million
backup plan?
pictures, like you if you lose your phone, where are you backing up your pictures to?
True.
Because
Because
I
this
feel
is
like I have more
pre-cloud.
backup pictures of my cat than this dude had a
Yeah.
congressman murder. And it just that
Like
was
put it
stupid.
yeah, that was crazy. I feel like floppy disks were around in 1998, you know what
Oh
I'm
yeah. I
saying?
mean,
Like there there's no reason to not have copies of that.
in his defense though, storage was a lot more expensive back then.
That is true. That
I
is true.
got a 2 terabyte external hard drive for $60, and I don't think that much storage
Facts.
space
Yeah,
existed in 1998. So
that's
Um,
fair.
you know,
Also, just the way the murder went down, um, when John Voight and had all his guys pull up to the guy's house to like
mm,
lobby slash blackmail him.
yeah.
Killing a man in front of his dog is some of the most heartless shit I've ever seen in my life.
Did they drown the dog too?
No, they just left the dog there. That's what was
No,
crazy.
well,
I mean, they could have John Wicked it,
I
but
mean, they honestly, that it was a really sloppy murder. Broad
yeah,
daylight, so many different vantage points. You left
yep,
the dog.
yep,
You brought 17 people.
yeah,
It wasn't the tightest ship. John Voight
not
was
at
running.
all, not at all.
Um, And the other thing I was thinking is like this movie and the whole plot of the movie only could
Yeah,
exist in a high, like the 90s was an unusually high trust society pre
yeah.
9/11. Because that movie comes out today and everyone's like, we would never believe a congressperson just drove their car into a bridge.
After having a heart
Like
attack.
that would no, like that. And then he just had a heart attack while he was driving his car near a lake and the
Yeah.
car went in the
Also,
lake. That doesn't add
he.
up.
If you have a lake house, you have a ring camera. That ring camera would have captured that murder.
Yeah.
So it would have been game over after that too.
No, it's just it's a very, very it's a movie assuming a pretty high trust society. So,
Valid.
what question you got?
Uh, what's your first move after you realized they canceled access to your money? Remember when Will Smith was in
The
the
hotel.
hotel after his wife kicked him out? What do you do when you have access to no money and you know you're on the run from the government?
Ooh, am I 2024 Darius or Dean from 1998 Enemy of the State?
1998, enemy of the state.
I would not be as well off as he was without some sort of cash at the crib.
Yeah.
And I would just have gone because his wife had put him out, right?
Yeah, she just put him out.
I just
They
been
put out
like, look,
that
I
article
went back to the crib
from
and
the
been like, hey,
FBI.
babe, all these cards are canceled. I know you're not going to believe anything I'm saying right now, but I just, go in the safe and get me a rack or two because I need a room because I'm not sleeping outside. So I guess that's not an interesting answer, but that's what I
Yeah.
would do.
I mean, there's no other option, really. I
Yeah.
mean, this
I
is
mean,
free Cash App and Apple Pay and
well, all that would be shut off.
right.
So,
Oh, yeah, that too.
all of that's tied to your bank accounts and your cards.
Right, right. Yeah, you're
So,
right.
is it's like you always get those emails for like bank offers, like Capital One will
Hmm.
be like, "Hey, switch over to our banking. We'll give you $100 bonus." And it's like, you think I'm gonna go through the hassle of moving my
All my
entire
money.
financial world? I would have to. I couldn't even. There's like 30 apps tied to that account, and I would have to switch all that shit
Oh
out
man,
for
yeah. Like
$100. Like, no, it's not worth
there's a
it.
reason no one switches their phone from an iPhone to an Android and vice versa.
No, it's just
No, I'm not doing that.
you have the
Too much work.
infrastructure set up. But no, what would you do?
Oh, I don't even know. Man, I don't. I mean, I'd almost probably be like, because you're down bad at that point, you're super desperate. I'd probably do some like set it off shit, just like go into a bank, pass a note saying I have a gun, and,
Well, that certainly wouldn't help his legal issues.
Hey, the FBI's on your ass anyway. It don't really matter at that point.
No,
I
that's
don't know.
certainly.
I mean, I don't know, man. I think I just like rob a homeless person and just get whatever cash they had and try to make it work for a little while.
I mean,
Take a train somewhere. I don't know.
that's what would happen to keep a movie interesting, but I feel like in real life, you would just go home to your wife and be like, "Look, none of these cards are working. I'm just gonna sleep
Probably
on the couch. Like, I'm not, there's got to be a spare bedroom in this house somewhere."
fair. Yeah.
But
Like I'll sleep in the garage, but people are trying to
something.
kill
Well, I'm
me.
not sleeping outside or robbing a bank. Both of those are not good options. Not when I have a home that I pay for, or they pay for together, I should say.
Yeah,
Um,
true. I think the one of the big things that perfectly encapsulates the first act of the movie is talk about wrong place, wrong time.
yeah,
Like the bird watchers want to see some ducks and shit, and now he's dead. Will Smith just trying to buy some lingerie for his wife, and now you
his
got
life is over.
the NSA on his ass, and they're exposing his old affair, and they debanked him, which I didn't think was possible in real time in the '90s, which is crazy. But
It's funny because it's
um,
like the movie paints. It's a very 1998 uh
like
social
coded,
dynamics in the
yeah,
sense that like Will Smith, it's painted like Will Smith's dealing with Lisa Monet's character, his ex-girlfriend, ex-affair partner, is just
yeah.
something that he has to do. And it's just like, do you really think it
You
was a good idea to
yes.
involve the woman you had an affair with in your professional? Like, oh, I had to work with her for work, and it's like, did
You
you?
didn't. You could have hired anybody. You could have
Was
hired
there
any
nobody else
investigator.
you could deal with?
Yeah,
I'm
come on,
skeptical.
man. First of all, you have mob ties, literally. I'm
Yeah.
sure you could find an investigator
And then
anywhere
he's
else.
sending her thousands of dollars. It's like you didn't
Dollars.
think this would look weird to
Bad?
the to your wife.
Like at least if you're gonna do make those kinds of withdrawals, make them like I would just go like to the ATM every 3 days and take out, 300, 400, $500.
I believe he was still fucking that woman. That's the only thing. I don't
That's
believe
entirely
I
possible too.
don't believe that character is that stupid.
That's true.
He was. Yeah, that was in his brain. That was plausible deniability, and it's not
Right.
that plausible. There's
No,
got
yeah,
to
yeah,
be
you're right.
some
You're
other
right.
woman you could go on person that you could call to be your
Yeah.
private investigator, not the woman you had an affair with and your ex-girlfriend from college. Just there's no one else
That's true.
there's no private investigators in
Like there's no
Washington
one else. You
D.C.
went to Georgetown and you don't know any other
Yeah,
investigators.
he's just
You live in DC and you don't know any other investigators.
shenanigans. I am calling shenanigans.
Um, very true. One thing I really liked about the movie too is like I feel like a good movie is like a great song
Yeah,
where you pick up something new every time you watch it, every time you listen to it.
yeah.
You just pick up certain shit, which I think is super dope. That's definitely something I noticed in this movie for sure. Um,
What
but I'm
song?
ready to go to Act Two whenever you're ready.
What song? Oh, okay. We can.
Oh, okay.
All right. So Act Two, we got the confrontation and the flight. The NSA escalates its efforts, deploying advanced technology and ruthless agents to hunt Dean down. So, okay, this is the part of the movie, honestly, where I start it starts to lose me a bit.
Okay.
Do you feel the stakes of the movie? And by that I mean, why is it okay? So Jon Voight's character is
Yeah.
what? He's an NSA
Some
director, we'll
sort
call it.
of director, supervisor, yeah, in
Does
NSA.
he not have a boss? Okay, so he's doing this off the books
Yeah,
surveillance thing, right?
correct.
Does he not? How is he? Why is his character not having to hide anything? Does he not have a boss? Is he not?
Yeah, he's just kind of walking around saying like, "Hey, let's ruin this guy's life,"
It's just I don't
and everyone's
like.
like, "All right,
Why is he? Where are the stakes for him? Because he's kind of breaking the law out in the open at work, and I never feel
fair."
like he has. It matters, you
That's a
know.
good point because even at one point, getting forward a little bit in the movie, but like, remember his wife was like, "Hey, I'm gotten wires for $140,000. Like,
Yeah,
is this you?" And he's
yeah,
like, "No, it's not me." And she's just like, "Okay."
yeah. There's just no stakes for him, and he's just kind of he's running this like vast operation.
Yeah,
That's another thing too. Why I don't believe in conspiracy theories because like. Well, I'll let you go with yours first, and then I'll go on my rant against conspiracy theories.
I mean, yeah, some of it's the second act that definitely can get a little extreme, I guess. But I think that's kind of the whole point of the movie. It's just you have to, in order for it to resonate with the audience, you have to take it to the extreme. Otherwise, it's not, the message doesn't quite hit, I feel like.
Yeah.
Um, but I will say, like, in terms of just the movie and empathizing with the character, this is one of the most anxiety-inducing movies
Yeah.
I think I've watched because, like, that the whole second act and just all the chase scenes is like,
It's just one long
just
chase scene.
yeah, the second 40 minutes of the movie is just one long chase scene. He's just running through every hotel in DC.
Yeah, it's very so Will Smith wasn't Pursuit of Happiness, I Am Legend level Will Smith yet. So
Yeah,
they just kind of
correct.
gave him something like I don't think he had quite the range that he evolved to have.
Yeah.
So what do you do with an action star who doesn't have the range for like the drama scene? You just make him run. He's just running. It's like, oh man.
Yeah, that's true because this is 98, so this is really his like he's only been known as a leading man for like 2, 3 years at this point.
Yeah.
So he's still relatively young in his early in his, film career.
He had
Um
just wrapped Fresh Prince in 96.
yeah,
So
yeah, and
he's
Bad Boys
still
came out in 96
he
and
didn't take a dramatic turn until uh Ali in 2001.
y- yeah, I think you're right. Well, his first movie was 6 Degrees of Separation, but that was pretty small film, so
As a
most people
lead, a
kind of
dramatic turn as
well,
a
yeah,
lead.
true. Yeah, he got like third billion in that movie. Yeah, I think Ali was his first really dramatic role, and I think about it. Yeah. But he did do all his own, most of his own stunts in this movie, which I do respect.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
he's an action movie star. I give him
yeah,
that.
for sure. By the way, that hotel scene with the married couple was the funniest shit.
Yeah. It's like
When he starts taking clothes and she's got the money, like, oh,
it's a little comic relief in there. Um, that's true. That is true. I'll be honest, like that's when the movie started to lose me a little bit because
okay,
I just felt like it just stopped being there stopped being like an overarching point to any of it, and it just felt like a chase scene. And I
I
was
feel
just
you.
like,
Yeah,
okay, did the writers leave for the afternoon, and we just kind of
it
just
felt like a
started
lot of
running.
like filler,
Yeah,
I don't know what happened with that part of the. Well, I did look up some stuff on the like the writing and stuff, or for the movie, like a lot of there was a lot of rewrites on this movie,
yeah,
and also there are a lot of like uh essentially ghostwriters for this movie.
yeah.
Like there was a lot of uncredited writing. Like Aaron Sorkin back when he was like up and coming, had some writing credits or was not credited, but he wrote on the movie too. Um, See, I don't know. Yeah, it was a lot of like changes in tone, which I did like. I think it kind of keeps you on edge. Um, but yeah, it got a little uh away from the plot a little bit in the second
It
act for sure.
that does make sense that it was a script passed around a lot because it does
Hmm.
feel like two and a half different movies in one.
Yes, yes.
Uh, it just yeah, I just found myself, what was it, 2 hour runtime, 210,
Yeah,
and
210.
about hour 15 in it, I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. Like, this is what is this about? They're just running. Like,
I think
it's like,
one of the parts that threw me off a little bit was the fake Brill. Because
yeah,
they never really said who he was. Like,
yeah.
well, who was he working for? Was he with the mob or was he with the NSA?
I think they revealed he was a former NSA person.
No, 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 not the actual Brill. I mean,
Oh,
remember the guy who he got in the cab with?
oh yeah, that was just
The first guy who took the bug out of his shoe.
yeah, that was just they just threw that plot away.
Yeah, because I was like, who is this?
It was
Who is
just
this guy?
a lot of loose strings in this one.
Yeah. Um, I mean, and even like Will's character. I mean, of course, the whole point is like he's a normal guy in an extreme situation, but some of the shit he did was just like ridiculous. Like, thank God he realized he was going to be framed when he saw his
Yeah,
what are those called? Cufflinks.
cufflinks. Yeah, RD
When yeah,
or
when
D
Rachel
DR or whatever.
was laid out,
Yeah.
passed or dead in the bathroom, played by Lisa Bonet. Um,
But so what was so okay, that's my other thing too. What was the
yeah,
plan for like Jon Voight's people? So you're going to
frame him for murder. I guess the
and then
authorities would have
what?
caught him for them. I
But what
think.
does that have to do with the fact that you like he has evidence that you killed a congressperson? Um,
Yeah,
how does bringing him into the system help that? Like, don't you? I don't. I
right.
just. I
Because
guess I did
if you
hear.
think he has it on him, they would find that and someone would see that tape.
Correct. I did remember someone saying that, if you're wanted for murder, that makes the whole world's looking for you. But
Correct.
like, if you are trying to get that tape covertly, that's the last thing you want is a manhunt for him. You want to be the only people looking for him because you want to be the people that find him. Because if
True.
some beat cop catches him at a bodega, I don't think DC has bodegas, but you know what I mean, at a corner
Yeah.
store,
Yeah.
he's gonna frisk him and take everything he has into evidence, and then by then you're fucked. You
Yeah.
can't get to. I just again,
Yeah.
it's
But there
a
was not a lot of great strategy involved in this movie until the last 30 minutes, like pretty much.
yeah, it
I
brings
mean,
me to my point about like, so this is a movie about a conspiracy theory,
yeah.
and my belief is that if the conspiracy theory involves more than two or three people keeping a secret, I don't
Mhm.
believe it. Like, it's just like you can't, you can't. So what? I mean, his crew was like eight or nine people, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like, so you mean to tell me
Bunch of
this is
low level guys and some
it
tech
works in a
guys in the band.
movie. It works in a movie. But
Right.
in real life, these conspiracies where people believe 20, 30, 40 people came up with a plan, agreed on the plan, executed the plan competently, and kept
Hmm.
it a secret. It's impossible. It's fucking
True.
impossible. I always tell people like, have you ever tried to plan a vacation with five people? You can't get a handful of friends
No,
to
you
agree on
cannot.
pizza toppings, but you
You,
mean to tell me
yeah,
30 people agreed to,
right.
this whole widespread conspiracy? It's impossible. I don't believe
Yeah. I
it.
wonder. I mean, yeah, you got to kind of suspend certain shit just to enjoy the, not just to enjoy, but to enjoy the movie for the sake of enjoying the movie. I wonder, like, maybe if it was easier back then uh, to kind of put forth conspiracy theories or just to enact those motions
Yeah.
because there's less paper trail, there's less surveillance technology, just less access to information at that time period. I wonder if that would have made things easier to get those conspiracies off like
Well,
in the
people still
world.
believe them to this day. I mean, in the
Yeah,
90s, it was who shot Kennedy, and then today
right.
it's, pick your conspiracy. But like again,
Yeah,
if it involves more than three people keeping a secret, I don't believe it. I don't believe humans talk too much.
yeah.
Humans aren't that competent. So this idea that like there was some secret FBI plot to kill John F. Kennedy 40 years ago, and in 40 years, nobody has ever got too drunk at a bar and said anything. No one has ever tried
Hmm.
to impress a woman and said anything.
Right.
No pillow talk. No one's ever fallen out over money and said, "Well, I'm gonna tell such and such."
Yeah,
Nothing has happened. Everything worked
yeah.
flawlessly for 40 years. I don't believe it. It's impossible.
True.
Nine times out of 10, what happened
Um,
is actually what happened.
Yeah. What I will say is that this movie was definitely the overall arching concept of Big Brother and
Yeah.
1984, Fahrenheit 451, all that type of stuff. It definitely was ahead of its time for sure. Because obviously we know what happened later, 9/11, the
I was gonna
Patriot Act.
say, one of the
Um,
notes I had for this section is all our technology came to life. All of it's
yeah, all of
real.
it.
Um,
Yeah, it came to
it's
fruition.
yeah, I mean, ring cameras, phone
Yep.
cameras, sky cameras, traffic cameras.
Siri,
Yeah, like
Alexa. Oh,
yeah,
push
all that
shit right
shit is real.
now.
It's not
Um,
even it made watching the movie less impressive to me because all of the tech is normal. I don't like I remember when I
yeah,
first watched it before all of it. I mean, I watched it, I want to say original run. I don't actually remember when I watched it, but it was
yeah.
before, cell phones were ubiquitous. And
Mhm.
like I remember thinking, oh, this shit is cool. Da, 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 da. And like now I'm watching, I'm like, I have a ring, I have all that shit. Like
Yeah.
it's not impressive to me.
That makes
So
sense. I mean, I think but that's also kind of how technology works is it starts out as a novelty and eventually it becomes a staple.
yeah,
Like I feel like that's kind of the point. That's also how that's kind of how we're in the state we are now, where we're like ChatGPT and AI and Meta and all that stuff now, and it's cool and fun now, but who knows how advanced and what it'll be capable of doing in,
dude, it's
20
been so
years.
wild, so long since, someone, I forget who said it, but it said like true technological breakthroughs feel like magic. And like I
Right.
remember like the first iPhone felt like magic.
Yeah.
And the first iPod felt like magic, or the
Hmm.
first high def TV felt like magic. I ain't felt that in a long. When's the last time you saw a piece of technology and you were like, this feels like magic?
Probably the Tesla, I want to say.
Okay, electric cars. Okay, that's true.
Yeah,
uh
the
I can give you
self-driving,
that.
the
But what's
The
Tesla, 10
Genesis
years old?
car. I don't know. Uh, I mean, I think so.
Let's go. First commercially available Tesla.
probably. That sounds about right.
February 2008.
Oh
So it was
wow.
the first.
Okay.
So, I mean, but it was probably $1 million. So we'll just say
Right.
2012, the Model S sedan was Tesla's first volume model. So that's 2012. So that's really what we're talking about. So
Yeah.
I guess it's like, we're kind of stagnant as a people as far as
Hmm.
inventions. The most futuristic company of my lifetime, Apple, is now what, making headphones?
Yeah.
It's like their big reveal every year is like an AirPod, and it's like, okay, Bluetooth
Yeah.
headphones, that's really what we're doing now.
Well, RIP to Steve. I think that's
Yeah.
part of it.
He was
Um,
Leonardo da Vinci.
yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I will say like a lot of the stuff, that did come to fruition, like it is, pretty jarring and interesting. Like did you ever watch that movie Snowden?
I do not know.
Um, the guy's last name Snowd and not Snowden, like, the weather. But so it was this guy, he used to work for the NSA, and he came across like some information regarding like um just invading privacy, wiretaps, digital, information, stuff like that. This is back in like 2013, and he leaked it all like on the internet. He's like one of the most famous
Oh yeah,
whistleblowers
yeah,
of
the
all
guy
time.
who he's now in Russia because,
Yeah, yeah,
well, I
yeah.
think he
Yep.
was pardoned or something, but I
Yeah, he
know
was pardoned
WikiLeaks,
and
right?
yes, that's him.
Okay, got you. I know who that is.
Yeah. The movie actually is pretty good. Joseph Gordon-Levitt plays him.
What happened to him?
Um,
Well, I guess that's at post recording. We'll
yeah,
have I
post-recording
have
will
a
break.
couple of things I'll talk about post recording. So,
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
um,
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, he played him and like it was similar to this. Well, not quite as dramatic, but yeah, so I mean there is an element of reality in the movie. I just think that they jumped the shark a little bit with the that second 40 minutes for sure. But I
I
mean,
just
I think
wanted Jon Voight to walk in a room and be like, "Nothing's going on, Mr. President. All good."
yeah.
Like, is no one else
Even
concerned that a congressman died? Like, it's just, why
everyone's
is there
just
only
like,
10
who
people in the
that shit is
government?
crazy. And even in the meeting where they're getting like cussed out, he's just like chilling, like no one's like, yo, like there's no inquisition, no one's gonna be
But also, no
questioned
one's like,
about
hey, there's 8 government agents running around shooting people.
in the street of DC.
Yeah, no one called the police. It was just,
No,
it was
yeah,
just
yeah,
bizarre.
like no one gave a shit. Okay. I will say that I did really uh like the scenes with Will and Gene Hackman. Their chemistry
Yeah,
was
they were
was
good.
was great. Brought a lot of levity to the situation, to the movie.
The
Also just
cat.
Gene Hackman is just fucking phenomenal. Yeah, the cat was
Yeah.
funny. Um,
And let me tell you, as an owner of a cat, a stranger is not going to be able to pick. Like, that's not how cats.
oh no, I know. Yeah, friends who have cats and
They're not.
yeah.
They hide in the room until people leave.
Yeah, or they stare at you.
It's yeah. Well, I guess we could talk about that in the third act. But as you can tell, I rewatching the movie, I was a little not. I wasn't really into it that much. This as watching it now. But we could go into the. Did you have anything else for the second act?
Um, nah, yeah, I think third act is where everything really,
All right, we got the third
pops
act,
off.
which is the climax, and the resolution. Dean and Lyle devise a daring plan to expose the NSA's illegal activities and clear Dean's name. Um, you can run with this one.
Okay.
All right, what we got?
I think deciding to surveil the congressman was a great move.
Yes,
Because it's what put the NSA on notice that somebody was doing some wild shit.
yeah.
Which is important. Just gave him a chest, let them know, like, hey, yo, like, we know what you're doing. We're striking back now. Um, I will say, I do want to ask you, why do you think, or would you have gone on the offensive sooner if you were in Brill and Dean's situation?
No, no. I would have. Well, so they found out about Dean's compound because Will made a phone call, right? And I forget who he called. Who did he
Yeah, he
call?
called, yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, he called his wife's friend to tell the wife that he's innocent, to get the kid and leave. And Yeah, it wasn't uber important information. I mean, I think first of all, he should have told her to leave when he was at the house in the shed.
You know what
But
we call that? A plot device. One of my pet peeves when I'm watching a movie is when characters make decisions that make no sense other than to move a
to
plot
move the
along.
plot, yeah.
Like they just had a tracker in your pants. You just threw your watch off
Right.
a bridge.
Right.
And you don't think you think a payphone
You
call?
scaled a building in your underwear
Correct. And you're like,
and you
wait, let me
decided to use
call her
that.
and be like, hey babe, I love you. Like that's a plot device.
And not
That's to
only
get the
that,
NSA to his crib.
yeah,
And that's all that is.
not only that, but so I mean, obviously again, it's 1998, so they don't know what we know about cell phone tracing and all that type of stuff, or phone tracing and tapping and all that stuff. But in general, you should know if you're going to make a call when you're not supposed to make a call and you think someone's listening, make the call as quick as humanly, as short as
Yes.
humanly possible. He talked for exactly the amount of time for them to trace and find them and all that stuff, which of course is plot device. But
But I'm not even going to
yeah,
stall him that much bail because I don't care. Another rule I have for movies is I don't care if the movie is realistic.
yeah,
I just want the movie to stay true to the world it built,
right,
right?
right, right.
So, like for Breaking Bad,
Hmm.
Walt's meth isn't scientifically da da da, but I'm like in that world. So okay, I think it was like someone said pure meth isn't really relevant in the real world like that.
Got you.
People don't care,
Okay.
but in
Yeah,
that world it mattered. So
right.
therefore, I'm willing to live in that world.
Yeah.
So yes, he did in 1998. The technology didn't exist in our world. We weren't
Hmm.
aware of it. But in that world, he had already been shown that this technology was real, that they could track him
Right.
in real time. So making
Hmm.
that phone call, I'm not going to shoot him any bail for that because it had already been established in
Yeah.
that world that this technology was real and he was aware of it and he still did that dumb shit. So it's a terrible plot device. And I'm not stalling anybody out.
I feel you. I'm not mad at that. I think one thing that to me that was just dumb as fuck that they did was when they were doing the exchange, where they're about to do the exchange,
Yes.
where he's dressed like the cop and
Yeah.
Will's in the room with the headphones and the cat. And what's his name? Gene Hackman slash Brill is giving him the speech and he's making his demands and he's stalling so he can try to get the confession out of him or and whatever else the other secondary thing he was trying to do. Why would you not factor in that they were possibly doing the same shit to you?
Because it's a bad movie. There, I said it. We
Free at last.
it's not we you know I ain't go to Harvard and I didn't rip this plot apart. It doesn't. That's why like by the third act I was just like it was like so because I'm watching it on my hard drive and
Yeah.
when I pause it I could see 2 hours because I'm writing notes and such.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm like 212. There's like an hour and 40 I didn't watch it. 212 is on the right.
Hmm.
And like 5 minutes later, I had to pause it for something else. And I'm like, damn, that was just 5 minutes. No, like, nothing is happening in this movie. Can someone please move this thing along?
Yeah. I think for me the weak link in the movie is just the second act. Like the
Yeah.
first 45 minutes to an hour is good. First 30 40 minutes is really good.
I
The
love the
last
first 40 minutes.
Yeah, the last 30 minutes is fire. The last 20 minutes is all smoke, no
Yeah.
break, all gas, no breaks. But yeah, that middle like 40 minutes. I think if they just chopped like 20 minutes out the movie, it would have been perfect.
It was just a meandering mess. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, these characters keep doing the dumbest shit possible. These are like
Everybody that could
you.
do something stupid took the chance to do something stupid.
It's just like they're just it's like so you climb out the window and especially Brill's character or Gene Hackman's character Brill,
Yeah.
he's supposed to be the cautious one. He's supposed to be the
Yeah.
NSA guy. He's supposed to be Mr. Paranoid,
Hmm.
live our lives in,
The
a
shadows.
compound. And he just kept doing dumb shit after dumb shit after dumb shit. And it's just like I just couldn't take it. I
Okay,
hate
so
dumb
what do you think the
shit.
dumb shit Gene did in that?
Well,
What did you
that meeting was 100% stupid. Like
Oh
you're
yeah,
gonna drop a
that was
wire on
stupid.
them. Like you don't like they literally again they bugged
They
his
make the
watch.
wires. They make
Yes,
the
you
wires.
used to work there, and it was like, what did you think this was like? Nothing is gonna
Yeah, that shit was
become of
crazy.
this. Nah, I mean, it's clear as my tone. Once we got into the second act, this was not my favorite movie.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, the last 15 minutes was great, but yeah.
we'll see. I enjoyed the movie from what I hadn't seen it in forever.
Hmm.
And I just was watching it last night and I just was like, man, this is tough.
So I actually had never seen it in full. I'd seen bits and pieces of it,
Yeah.
and whenever it was on TV, it was always in the middle. So I never,
Yeah.
and this is a thriller. You don't want to pick up a thriller in the middle of a movie. So I was like, all right,
And
well,
also, like, void of context, you're just seeing a guy running around ducking bullets. That's interesting,
yeah, yeah,
it is just like, but when you watch 45 straight minutes of it, you're like, okay, we get it. Can we
yeah. I remember. I think
move
the
this
first time I
along?
saw it, I think I came in like I started watching. I was on TNT or whatever, and it was like right as he was walking into, and he found Lisa Bonet's body.
Yeah.
So I was
Great
like, oh
scene.
shit, yeah, great scene, great
Yeah.
acting and stuff. And but I was just like, okay, I don't really know what's happening here. Um, so I actually when I started watching the movie yesterday, I didn't realize that he didn't know what was on the tape. I always thought he knew what was on the tape.
No, he didn't know until
Um,
he got it from his kid in the taxi.
yeah, in the back, yeah, and with the nanny, yeah. But I will say I did like that he didn't know what was on the tape because that did kind of help the suspense of the movie.
Correct. I mean, he was literally wrong the
Just wrong
worst
place,
day
wrong
ever.
time. Yeah, no, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I was like, this is just the worst day ever.
Um,
You lose your wife, you lose your job, you get your home broken into, your dog gets spray painted,
Our credit cards don't work.
credit cards don't work, the FBI's on your ass, you get threatened by the mob.
Yeah, it was a rough day,
Yeah, it was a rough day. It was like
We
if Everybody Hates Chris was a movie.
pretty much, pretty much.
Um, yeah, for me, the best part, like the movie gets really good or good again, um, when he gets knocked out by the agents and they put him in the van and then
Yeah,
they do essentially a Mexican standoff
yeah.
with the mobsters, FBI, and the NSA.
It picks up. I mean, it they land the plane, but
Yeah,
I
great shootout
just
scene. Love a good shootout scene.
I was hoping for a spy sci-fi thriller, and I ended up just
Yeah,
getting an action movie.
yeah.
And you know, you go to a vending machine and you hit Snickers and it pops out carrots. It's like I like carrots, but I wanted a Snicker. That's not. I love carrots. That's not the button I hit at this vending machine.
No, yeah, because it wasn't. I think that's a great way to put it. Yeah, I think because it wasn't like. I mean, it's a popcorn movie ultimately. I think
Yeah,
we it was positioned as something more.
correct. And
The
it
popcorn
starts
movie
as
is
something
fine.
more.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
That anecdote you had about it switching writers makes sense because it just feels like someone had a bigger idea and a more technical idea
Yeah.
and whatever, and it just got lost in translation between person and person. And by the time it gets to the third writer, they're just like, man, let's just add some explosions. We got some guns. Will Smith been in the gym. Let's just let's just run him through this. Like I don't.
Yeah, let's bank on his cardio.
Yeah, like this is that it was. Yeah, again, like I just want.
Yeah,
I had a bigger vision after the first
yeah, I
40
feel
minutes,
you.
and they just kind of threw all of that away to run around.
Yeah, I'm looking at now the writing credit. So the only writing credit on the movie is David Marconi. I've never heard of. But then there's like, let me go back to it. Where is it at? But there was, Aaron Sorkin, who's one of my favorite writers. He wrote A Few Good Men,
Well, he
West
wrote The West
Wing.
Wing,
Yeah, West
one of my
Wing.
favorite shows of all time.
What's the other one? Newsroom. Pretty much anything any like sort of political thriller, he probably wrote. Um, yes, who else was on here? Henry Bean and Tony Gilroy also did some unwriting or uncredited writing on here. So four writers, one credited. I mean, it explains why the plot is a bit jumbled.
And I don't mind
Um,
collaborative efforts, but I think that
the tone changes were the problem.
wild swings in tone, wild
Yeah.
swings in focus, and
Hmm.
just I get it in the sense that like they were probably over budget or whatever. It looks like an expensive movie to make, and you got Will
Yeah.
Smith, and you're like, you go to the studio, and you're like, we want to spend 20 minutes fleshing out Jon Voight's bureaucracy and his issues, and they're
Right.
like, no, nigga, we got Will Smith, just make him run through some. We got his handsome ass buff black dude. We're just gonna make him run.
And you know what's crazy? So Will Smith actually he took a pay cut to do the movie because just because he wanted to work with Gene Hackman. Like that's why.
Which makes me to
Like
believe that the vision for it was bigger.
yeah. Yeah, I
Because
think so
it
too.
just it just it started big and the movie just got narrow and narrow and narrow
Yeah,
as it kept
yeah,
going on. And then by the end, it's just like eight people running.
yeah.
It's like, all right,
Um,
had enough of
gotcha.
this.
Yeah, there was. I will say though that the casting was really good. Like, there's a
Yeah,
lot of up and comers in this cast.
got Jack Black in there.
Yeah, Jack Black, Seth Green,
Regina King was
Scott
not a
Conn.
household name at the time.
Yeah, no, she was not.
Um,
Who else was in it? Gary Busey's son was in it, the guy with the big teeth. Um, yeah, pretty loaded stock characters. But yeah, no, I get you 100%. I will say Jon Voight makes a great villain. He makes a
yes,
great bad guy, mostly because he is one in real life.
I understand.
Um,
I know who he is, but I don't know that reference you just made.
oh, he's like just like a terrible person. Like, so get this. Here's how bad he is.
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie is his daughter.
That makes him bad. I don't get it.
No, I'm
He,
saying the fact that no one knows that her father's a famous actor
oh, he doesn't
because
even get any social capital from that.
she doesn't fuck with him at all. She doesn't fuck with him at all. Like, they do not deal with each other.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, and some of his political views are just jarring. Uh,
Fair enough.
he's basically in essence kind of his character in the movie minus the murder.
All right,
Um,
fair enough.
yeah. Although I
Did
will
not
say
know
one thing
Angelina Jolie was his, I did not know Angelina Jolie was his kid.
yeah. But I did like the plan that Will's character set up though. Pitting them against each other,
Yeah,
using one enemy to kill the other.
yeah,
I love the scene where Gene Hackman goes outside to throw up and to
yeah,
show the FBI his bleeding hand.
yeah.
It reminded me that meme or GIF, whatever, where the old guy's like, call an ambulance, but not for me. Have you seen that one?
No,
You haven't seen that? So
no.
it's a guy, he's like getting robbed. It's like a stick-up scene. It's like a one of those like after school special type movies or
Okay.
something like that, right? And he's faking, he's like, oh, stop, please, please don't shoot me. And then he's like calling an ambulance and he
I
pulls
have
a
seen
gun
this.
up and he's like, but
I
not for
have seen
me.
this. It's literally all I typed was call an ambulance, and it just said, but not for me. Which you would think there'd be a higher priority response from Google when you type call an
That's crazy.
ambulance.
Hold on, let me Google that. I'm about to
Like,
Google that. Hold on, let me see. Call an
but no,
ambulance.
that was the first thing that was the first suggestion when I typed call an ambulance.
That's wild. Let me. Okay, I gotta Google this.
Yeah. Um, but yeah,
Yep,
all you
first thing
have
that
for
came up.
yeah, which is really alarming.
That is pretty scary. It's yeah, call an ambulance, but not for me. Call an ambulance meme. Call an ambulance GIF.
Well, to be fair, it's been 911 for 100 years, so
Fair. Yeah, I think everyone knows the number now.
I would hope. What do you rate it? Do you have anything else for Act 3? I should say.
No, yeah, I think that was everything. Yeah, that was everything I had. Um, yeah, it's funny. I think the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, I really love this movie. Second time I watched it, I was like, if I could just like crop 30 minutes out,
Yeah,
this would be a 4.5 star. So I'm gonna give it 3 stars.
I'm going with 2, man. I did not like it. It was, it was, it wasn't awful. It was just,
Yeah,
it was a regular bad movie, which I know
yeah, it
sounds
was a
like
good
a
bad movie.
backhanded compliment, but
Yeah.
it's good background. And which is why I think it's lived on in TNT forever because it makes good
Hmm.
background. But if like I
Yeah.
was sitting and watching it because I'm prepping for this podcast,
Right.
and I'm watching it with an analytical, critical eye, and the
Hmm.
characters were just consistently making terrible decisions that were
Bad choices.
inconsistent
Yeah.
with they would just swap from moron to genius to moron to genius in ways
Right.
that were just didn't make any sense. Like you said at the end, that plot to put everyone against each other was the same guy who thought of that was the one who made that dumb phone call 30 minutes early. Like it just
Right.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Gene Hackman's character kept it just I don't know. Like I didn't enjoy it.
I got you.
It was
And it had so much promise. I think that's what really.
it starts really strong, and then
Yeah.
I just remember so like I'm on the couch, I'm watching the first 40 minutes, I'm just like locked in.
Hmm.
And the next 15, I'm like, I can feel my attention fading. And then
Yeah.
that last 30, man, I'm like on my phone, like pausing it, like, okay, man, let's is there, let's move this along. But
Yeah.
no, I give it a 2.
Yeah, it's funny. I felt the same way when you were talking earlier about like just kind of how it just wanes in the middle.
Yeah.
When you were like, it's only been 5 minutes because there was the
Yeah.
point where because I started watching it. I was gonna watch it like earlier last night in the night, but I like took a nap and set my alarm for an hour, but I like was gassed, so I woke up at like 2 a.m. So I just started watching it then, and I was like, okay, I got to be halfway over, and I was like 50 minutes into the movie, and it was
You know
like,
what it
wait,
was?
what?
The best way I can put it, and the it's just a long ass 2 hour movie.
It's you know what it is? Yeah, it's
It's
2 hours
like,
that feels like 2 hours.
yeah. Okay, that's a wrap for today's episode. If you like what you hear, leave us a 5-star review. If you would like to reach out to us, you could do it at Movie Goers Pod, same name across all platforms. If you'd like to email us, you can email us at moviegoerspod@gmail.com. The inbox is monitored. You will receive a reply. And if nothing else, we will see you guys next week.